Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On the run, this is Jackson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Brown. 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 14. 14. 14. 14.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. Flush to his right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Gurley. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this is going to be Packer football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd.
Especially in the second half. When you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Go, go, go.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary
and this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
5. Let's go. 12. Let's go. DC.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Goff dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And a loose football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2,
I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now it's Jackson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
12.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
12.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Buying time to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Maverick. Starting left here.
They are going for it. Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
They'll run it with Jackson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. On third and long, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Here's Goff now on second down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. To throw is Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. From the red zone now, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Super 66. Got 180.
They'll give it here to Brown. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. On 1st down, Rodgers flushed out right. It's caught outright by Graham. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And they'll run it here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh. He's the one that finally runs him down, and that is a big, big loss. 18 yards. A final shot before break here. Goff being chased out left. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. The Rams offense now. They get set and head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
76, tell him. 76. 76.
Now the rookie from Tennessee, John Kelly. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26. Move it down.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Rodgers. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Flushed it, tried to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And they'll go on the ground. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. First down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? He'll get it up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby on now to kick it away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Go. 12. 12. 12.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A deep ball for Gurley. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
5. Hey, 5.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. And on the ground they go with the running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The Packers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Harbaugh. Obama. Check.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Early on in the broadcast, you talked about how he was one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 last year and that they needed to keep him under 100. He's well under 100.
And how about in our pregame meetings when we talked with them, they said that was going to be one of the top priorities for them in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Looking sideline, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
11.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On first down, it's Gurley. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
It's not something that we see every game now. Todd Gurley held below 50 yards, and we are in the 4th quarter. Got to give a lot of credit. They've done a nice job of bottling him up.
They absolutely have a lot. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run again with Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow.